Dune protagonists?
Yeah, may as well. So, should we start with the Herzog? Herzog? The Herzog?
Yes,
The
I am the
Herzog.
The Herzog. I am the German mob boss from Germany.
That's a very deep character there.
I'm good at shooting things.
No, that's never going to be a bad thing.
I
Yo,
am
Until you come
also
up
the
against
person
something
who has
invented
all of the
bullets.
transportation the entire party will need. I have a Prof Superior SS 100 and a Mercedes-Benz SS.
I have to say, are you sure you're not an Austrian pretending to be German because of a thing that may happen soon?
Does
Just
it have
saying.
to do with all of the SS's in my stuff?
Maybe. All right.
Do you
Next
own
guy.
a whole lot of brown shirts? That's what I want to know.
No, but I do own a silk suit, a dog fur overcoat, and a sealskin fur cap, and Oxford dress suits.
Wow.
Right.
Are you the
Jeremiah
baddest
next.
man in town? Hey, I'm Jeremiah. My friends call me Cooter. I'm a guitar picker, and I run a little shine on the side. So I'm up in New York doing some deliveries, probably to some mob boss who needed some hooch. That's
Alright.
about my story. I love shotguns, fast cars, and fast women.
Unfortunately, never gets any of the last. Because this is a Call of
Well-
Cthulhu adventure. Women don't exist.
My character does look
You'll
like his
find,
picture.
Gray.
Sorry?
I do have an appearance of 9. I'm not pretty, but my voice is sweet.
I have an
Oh,
appearance
Jesus,
of
I'm running
11.
an app of 7. I'm hideous, don't look at me!
Ready?
Alright,
The name's Harry. The only thing I have left for my life, and 20 years I've lived with it, is a gun called Marseille and a shack I call Hell. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get along and find out why. Why?
Do you guys go to overacting school for this?
We are method as hell.
I am
What
just
can we say?
naturally flamboyant.
I would just like to say that I am better at being a tech than an actor.
Good, because otherwise you'd be in serious trouble in your day job.
Yeah.
Oh god. Is this another Wrigley?
It is another Wrigley, but whereas the last one was a kleptomaniac bastard who was constantly on the wrong side of the law, Jamie Wrigley fought for his country in the Great War and was summarily dismissed on false charges afterwards. Completely false charges.
And we're
But,
probably going to get along very well.
That officer shot himself repeatedly in the back of the head, didn't he?
He's a Wrigley. He has a rebellious streak. But
Is he a
since
brother
then,
of the
he's-
previous two?
So I had to say, when your brother stole things from random unknown people, you were stealing things from a person called the quartermaster.
let's just say I carry a rifle with me that may not entirely be army surplus.
Okay, Ainsley Specie, he's the youngest of the Speck brothers, but decided to join his mother's family, and he became kind of a confidence man to gain their trust.
So only Jeremiah.
So
There
you
we
have
are.
become an Ainsley.
We're a sketchy lot, man.
Technically,
And I-
as far as anyone knows, I am an honourable servant of this great nation of ours.
I was sure the next word is going to be Nefanatep then. Just for a second.
Although, in
far as
fairness,
anyone else knows,
why
that's
I
crazy
fought in the
much
Great
shit.
War and then had to emigrate to America is entirely open to debate.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure we're all actually in service of Nyarlathotep.
Everyone's a servant in Island of the Tab. Don't you know that?
Just don't know it yet.
Alright. I've now got to figure out some way of getting a bunch of criminals into the storyline.
Well, now no one knows I'm a criminal. I'm good at not being caught.
No, we don't have to worry about that. We're all legitimate
Yep.
businessmen.
I think you'll find that Bernard never got caught once.
This is true. Bernard never got caught.
Oh, Bernard.
Don't worry. All our criminalism is behind us. We're all legitimate businessmen now.
I hurt people for money.
No, you're a bouncer, and bodyguard. I'm merely a freelance detective and investigator. Trying to
He's a
find help.
legitimate businessman, but if you give him some
I am
money,
the
he'll
knight.
hurt someone.
You want me to stop the Batman voice?
Was that
I
Batman? or
can
Dirty Harry?
I can just imagine the YouTube graph. Number of viewers.
All right, let's continue. Let's begin. I
Okay.
mean, this is Call of Cthulhu. Backstories don't really matter.
Also, if it makes you feel better, der Herzog is from like the border of the Czech Republic in Germany.
Who's
stop
murdering that
squeaking
dog?
The fretboard.
It sounds like a very small, angry, yappy dog.
It's the fretboard, damn it.
University student missing on a camping trip.
Yeah, this is the local news.
Richard Cardigan.
Of the prestigious Cardigan family. They make cardigans.
Well, at least he probably had a sweater on when he was lost.
The Cardigan family, they make, well, rugs actually, but
Ironically, they make pants.
yeah. Ironically, they make vests.
I mean, it's not ironic that they make them; they just make it in a very ironic fashion.
Yeah.
So
Hipsters don't exist for another 100 years. You know that.
that's
Historical fiction with historians.
Okay.
Well, obviously this guy owes us some money, so we got to find him to get our money out of him, right?
He obviously owes
Let's
me a
let
lot.
let's let the GM read the story. Gray.
Basically, you're contacted by the father of the still missing student, Richard Cardigan. This is Herbert Cardigan, who's a wealthy Boston banker. If he's money laundering for the marble or something like that, I'm not entirely sure. But he basically wants his son found. Apparently, his son and what's the other guy's name? Henry Altwater went out on a camping trip, and only one of them's been found.
Interesting.
and what did the one that was found say happened to the other one?
Not much, because he's been, as it says there, he's been taken straight to the Arkham State Sanitarium.
Right.
So they found him, but the boy already lost his marbles.
Leave me be.
We may need to.
Well,
What's
how much
the
are we getting
wildlife
paid?
like in this area?
He owes me money.
It seems like he's suffering some amnesia.
Like, are there bears or wildcats or anything like that in the area?
It's
Reason to think.
Arkham. So this is Arkham. So yes, you've got the standard Arkham backwater stuff. You know, you're more likely to be eaten by a hillbilly than anything else in here.
Struck by a lightning. That's very unlikely.
Yeah, it's just
How
south
did
of
they-
Boston.
Was the other guy burned or something? Why did they think they were struck by lightning?
They don't
Well,
know.
we would have to contact the reporter on that. They just said there was a freak lightning storm, or so says the article. Maybe we need to talk to the journalist who wrote it in the first place and see what he had for information.
That sounds like a plan, David Hayter.
Snake.
Yeah. While they're going to the newspaper office, I want to see if I can go alone to try to talk to this guy.
Okay.
Delegation of resources. Good thinking.
Well,
You have
five of
what it
us come
takes
to
to
the
be sold.
sanitarium.
I'm going to call up my contacts in the area.
Yeah.
But first, we need to bargain the deal with our good employer here.
Like there's any chance of you getting any money at the end of this?
Well, we don't know. We're not coming back. Well, we don't really know we're
Well-
not coming back, so.
Well, assuming I come back, I'm going to have lots of money from killing everyone and taking all the money.
I like how you're just announcing your backstabs.
Yeah.
This is not paranoia. You don't have to do it aloud.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I'm playing a mob boss.
That's why he's a legitimate businessman. He tells you he's going to kill you. He's honest
Now-
about it.
Now, if you can impress me enough, you might not be killed.
So you're going to shoot anyone who hasn't impressed you at the end of the scenario.
Yeah.
You have failed me, Bang. Oh god, he was the only person with the bargaining skill.
I have the bargaining skill.
Lockpicking?
I don't have that.
Good.
Are
But I
you all
have
going to
a
leave
fake
out your important skills in a hope not to get shot?
I have. But
Call
I
a
do
Cthulhu
have-
one. I don't even need to
but
bring
see-
out the monster.
I don't need
I
the
should-
locksmith.
Probably drop
Skill.
some skills.
I have.
Alright, so let's
have
go.
a
Let's go
confidence
talk to
that-
the journalist who reported the.
Yeah.
This is Arkham. That the Arkham Gazette.
Okay.
Also,
Okay,
der
so-
Kerl schuldet mir Geld.
Miguel.
That guy owes me money.
You don't have to say that. You don't declare everyone owes you money, Igmir.
Most people do.
Yeah. Just
All
wait
right.
until we run into someone.
Why
who
do you think we're all here?
Obligation.
Truth.
You're
And
almost
also,
right.
avoid living in my hell shack. Or living in hell.
Are you sure you're not a theater major?
That's his real backstory.
I'm trying to gain some range.
Is that some sort of new drug?
No, it's when you're a theater major and you go and you slum it for a bit to try to truly understand what it is like to interpret being living like a bum.
It's not what the destiny for most artists and stuff like that.
Well, now, so you know, most artists just do that because they're poor.
Okay, so Arkham Gazette headquarters. 340, 350 West Hyde Street, Arkham. By the way, I'm using this from H.P. Lovecraft's Arkham, unveiling the legend haunted city. So I actually have loads of rubbish information and stuff like that about pretty much every part of Arkham. It's published at 3. The Gazette is published at 3 a.m. 6 mornings a week. Sunday papers are running out Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. Distributed that evening. The issues currently cost 4 cents. I have like almost half a page worth of information on the Arkham Gazette.
But you have the journalist.
Yes, Willard Peck, 44 years old.
I swear to God they've used that name before.
Oh God, yeah.
It's from
Walter Corbett is like I've seen him in like 6 different adventures.
Don't
I
worry,
think I
don't
probably
worry.
have-
He's from the long strategic line of Peckers.
I have a feeling like this guy is probably in my employ too.
He's an Arkham. He's a journalist in Arkham. He's the least likely person to be in your employ.
Well, yeah.
What street did you say it was on, sorry?
Hyde Street.
Hyde.
Yep.
Oh, so it's right near the town square.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out what do you roll for? What's natural history like? You know, the purview of natural history.
Whatever the GM says it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, was that an actual node on our investigative map or no? Grade.
Hmm?
I mean,
Yeah.
is that a part of the Like here, are we doing this in a module where we have a long line, like nodes to go to, or are we just making this up as we go along? Is the question.
Well,
Well, you're making it up as you go along.
Okay.
We always make it up as we go along.
Yeah.
now I would like to state that he may not be my employee yet, but by the time we're done talking to him, he will be.
Igmir, set your power struggles aside. For what
You mean power trips aside?
Either
But
or.
I have 90 persuade.
I have
Do
80
we call
bargain.
you Der Herzog? What are we supposed to call you? Hertzy?
Bob.
Hertz. I think the hurt.
Hurts.
The Hertz.
The hurts. The clamps.
Put the clamps on him, Hertz.
Anyway.
So we find Mr. Peck.
Yep, he's there working away. Now you will
Mr.
get issued into him. Can I help you, boys?
We're a collection of investigators hired to investigate the disappearance of the boy you reported on in your most recent article, the university student missing on a camping trip.
Okay.
For our Dune protagonists.
Yeah, may as well. So, a bit odd, and I'm getting paranoid this wasn't being recorded. Normally it kicks out a lot of individual files, but it's just decided to whack everything into one file.
Yes, because you wouldn't want to miss a moment of my rough
So
draw.
just delete this anyway.
Wait until I put on my German accent.
Oh God. Okay, yes. Where were we? Oh yeah. How can I help you? Oh, investigators. What are you investigating currently?
The
We are
disappearance of...
investigating the disappearance of the boy.
Oh, Richard Cardigan. Oh, have you found anything interesting?
No, we have just began our investigation due to a mutual friend who was the was he the uncle or the
Father.
the father of the young man? So we're wondering, coming to you first, since we do believe that you may have some of the you do your research your topics first before printing them, right, sir?
Normally yes, but in this case it was a report given me. It's mostly from the police statement. It's too early to know much of what's going on, so hopefully, it was a late edition. Hopefully we'll know more by the end of tomorrow's edition.
Sounds to me like we should talk to the police then.
Yes. The bullets probably know things.
Have you had any other reported missing persons or suspicious activity lately?
No more than normal in Arkham.
How are the woods out there? There are a lot of dangerous things, critters, or people, or what?
No people that we know of. There's always been some dangerous creatures out there. I mean, there are in the woods of every town, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes.
Maybe we should go see this fella in the asylum too. See if can he talk at all?
I have no idea. I've not spoken to him.
You always have the freaks and the outcasts of society that
So you're a
circle
reporter.
around it.
And you got one guy missing, and another guy came back completely crazy, won't talk to anybody, and that's not of any interest news-wise.
We don't know that he's completely crazy and won't talk to anything. We've just been told he goes to the sanitarium. Told he should make a recovery. We got a reporter out there with the search party, but as I say, it's too early to tell what the story is yet.
Generally, they don't put people in asylums when they come back saying what happened. I don't know.
No,
Maybe we
but,
should talk to them.
there was a mention of the lightning storm, so
Looks like we either need to go talk to the cracked or the
Yeah.
Oh,
police.
Well, I already said I'm going to do that alone, just so it's not suspicious. There's like 5 of us coming.
Good idea.
Yeah. I might have to make a stop by the police later on.
okay.
Definitely.
Okay, we'll skip to Arkham's sanitarium.
Well, no, first I have to get this guy in my employ.
It's not going to happen.
But I have 90 persuade.
I'm pretty sure you can't just go around with 90 persuade and convince everyone to join the mob.
Well, not everyone.
Yagmir, stop mind controlling NPCs. You not run Arkham yet. We only know that Haster does not. I mean, Neonlithotep
I
does
just want to
that.
make sure he only prints information that's been okayed by my people.
All good
Oh.
mob bosses network.
Yeah.
It's how they develop their criminal empires.
What's the guy's name? Okay, so I'm going up to the admitting desk of Arkham, and I'm saying, hey there, I heard you got my nephew, Henry Atwater, came in here. I'm just here to, wish him well, make sure he's, okay after his adventure in the woods.
Oh, your family.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Chief sends the one running off for the doctor. Dr. Hardstrom will be around soon.
Oh.
It's been quite interesting since man came back. I mean, doctors spent quite a lot of time with him.
Doctors, is he hurt? Is he okay?
This is a psychiatry unit. He's a psychiatrist.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the
head
particulars.
doctor.
Yes, a head doctor.
That's cool. So what, he's gone crazy? Always seemed like a pretty cool kid.
I'm not sure myself. He seems a bit delirious. He's ranting when they brought him in, but
Is it possible he was just delirious through exposure or dehydration?
You're not there.
possibly.
Oh shit! Am I? Where are we? I don't know.
We're
nowhere.
at the Gazette.
You're lost in time and space.
Oh.
Yeah, so,
Again.
well, man, if he's feeling bad, I don't want to wait for the doctor. I mean, the doctor's, I'm sure he's got other patients. I want to see him right away, make sure he's okay.
But no. So you can't have access to a patient without the doctor's permission.
I'm sure we can work something out, and I flash him some cash.
You're trying to bribe me. So can I see your identification, please?
What?
I need to put. Could you prove to me that you're related to this boy?
What are you talking about? You think I'm going to come to an insane asylum to see somebody else's kid? What are you talking about? You're crazy. You're
I
crazy.
see a lot of
You-
crazy people
You.
here.
The wrong one. There you go. You know what? Don't worry about it. Like I said, I just want to see my cousin. I'm worried about him.
Yes, I'm sure the doctor will let you see him.
Okay.
You just have to wait for his permission.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
after a while, a couple of minutes, Dr. Hardstrom will turn up. So, you're Mr.
I'm Ainsley. I'm Ainsley Atwater.
Ainsley
Henry Atwater, my nephew. You got him in here?
Yes. He's a bit, worse for the way at the moment, but I'm sure he'll recover. We're trying to limit contact with him at the moment. We don't overstress him, cause any more damage than has already been done.
Oh, come on. I'm his favorite uncle. He'll love to see me. It'll help him.
Okay then, but it'll be quick and under supervision.
All right. That's what needs to be done. Just want to make sure he's okay, he's family. All right, so head off to see him.
Yeah. So as you walk down towards the corridor, he says, so far he's been completely incoherent, or pretty much so, since he arrived yesterday. So we've suspended sedation to see if he responds. We had to sedate him quite heavily when they first found him.
Oh man, that sounds bad. Why was that?
He was ranting, raving, making no sense.
That kid.
They think it may be he got hit by lightning or something.
Oh man, freaky.
Yeah, it's quite a large sudden change, and just things about him seems that something else is going on.
He was always a little silly, but he'll come around. He's a good kid.
Yeah, the detective's been asking some questions, but hasn't really got anything out of him. I've limited him in what he's asking as well. Oh, here we are. You arrive at a room, and in the bed is where's my picture of the guy gone?
Say,
I haven't
got
got a picture of him. Sorry. It's a young, relatively handsome man in his 20s. His eyes are closed, and he looks like he's asleep.
it's like I'll squat by the side of the bed and say, kind of quietly, it's like, "Hey, Henry, you okay in there?"
He begins to mumble and kind of roll his head slightly from side to side, and kind of speaks in disjointed fragments to kind of lightning. No lightning. No.
So,
Can I have English history or an education times 3 roll, please?
English, history,
or education times 3.
education times 3. So that'd be 54. Which one's the D10?
Is English your own language?
Yeah. Well, except for the obvious German.
Well, you could roll
I'll
the
get
70. Huh.
Okay, the way he's talking is quite archaic. For an educated modern Massachusetts man, it's not how you'd expect him to be talking.
Okay, can I do a listen check to get more details, or?
You can have a go.
Okay. So
No, he just seems to be repeating the same few phrases. I mean, the only real word you can make out is lightning.
Okay. Yeah, can't really push it. Can't really push it too much, or the doctor will get suspicious. So I'll just kind of pat him on the head, say, "You rest up, Henry. You get well."
I wish I was there so I can make an occult check.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I can rack my brain for. No, I have no idea.
I have a 75 in occult.
All right. Well, it's like, thanks, Doc. You take good care of him, okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right, and I'll head out to meet up with the people wherever they were going next.
Yeah, you can all meet up again. So, not much you can find there, and not much you can find at the newspaper there. Other options are to join the hunt, which is going on outside of town.
That we should stop and inform the authorities.
Sorry, you're very, very quiet.
We should probably stop and inform the authorities that are on the case.
Yeah, well, most of the authorities will be out with the hunt search.
Right. Yeah, time to go.
I'm pretty good at finding a man.
But what if the man doesn't want to be found?
That's what I've heard.
Well,
If it doesn't want to be found, it only takes a little longer.
we can just go with scorched earth policy here.
Burn the forest?
We'll
We're gonna
find him that way.
We'll drive him out
Only
into
you can
this.
Problem
start
solved.
forest fires.
There won't be anybody else disappearing in this forest.
Go get some s'mores.
And we can shift through the ashes for his son's bones, too.
It's all
Everybody
going really
wins.
well until you frighten the dark young, and like 5 or 6 of them come stampeding out of the ancient woodland.
Oh, good. My plan worked.
That's what townspeople are for.
That's why I have a vehicle that goes 124 miles per hour.
Okay, so you drive up, probably not at 124 miles an hour.
No.
No.
If we hit 40, we're doing well in like 1920s cars.
Yeah.
I have a Hudson Model L, by the way, with hidden compartments.
Are they for
And a
use for
pickup
smuggling? Are you going to
I
be
have-
smuggling yourself?
I have a Broth Superior. The top
I
speed on
have.
that in 1924 was 124 miles an hour.
I have a thumb going my way.
My car will do 93.
Just
do you
take
show
the
some ankle when
Mercedes.
you do that?
Just take the Mercedes. I won't have anyone in my employ hitching.
Why can I just hitch a ride with you?
Because there's not room on the bike for more than one person.
I got plenty of room and I got 2 cars. Come on.
Plus you smell.
Alright. I'll
You drive
ride
a pickup.
along.
You drive a car?
I do, nah, I'm not really all that good with these fancy machines. I always made do with my boots.
Well, if your boots can push a gas pedal, you're welcome to try the pickup truck.
Nah. I'll just ride along. I only got 20 in drive auto.
Oh. Well, to be fair, anyone can drive a car. The drive auto skill is specifically for doing silly stunts.